Good evening to all of you. And as you know that the contribution of the logistics sector in 2024 to the GDP is about 18% in India. That means roughly it amounts to $320 billion. It is expected to grow by 2030, $760 billion. That means 2.5 times approximately the logistics will go up. So this is the right time to invest in logistics. There is no other right time to invest in logistics. So as far as ports are concerned, so normally ports, there are four important things which normally every port should look for. One is the capacity augmentation. So Paradip Port is working very seriously on this. Today we have 18 beds. Next year we will be adding 5 more beds. Then by 2030 we will be going up to 28 beds. That means 10 more new beds will be added. You see how the capacity will go from 389 million tons, it will go to roughly about 400 million tons in another 5 to 6 years. So all the proposals are at the final stage of approval or tendering process. 5 beds will be completed next year. Then second is the mechanization. So mechanization already we have 18% mechanization. How the mechanization will help the port as well as the customer? For the customer also it is very important because during the mechanization his carbon losses will be very low. His cost of operation will be very low, so tariff will be less. The turnaround time of the vessel is high because the productivity will be high. Normal steam mechanized beds, roughly about 15,000, 20,000 cargoes handling a day at a bed. It shoots up to 70, 80,000 tons if you mechanize this area. So we are going to have 100% mechanization by 2030. We are Paradip after having achieved the volume leadership. As you know that we are the number one cargo handling port, major port of the country. For the last 2 years, after having achieved the volume leadership, now we want to move towards value creation. So value creation can be in terms of many things. First one is we have to provide services to the customers the way they want. We have to create an ecosystem of comfort and convenience for the customer. The vessel should not wait. The vessel should come when the moment it is ready. Within 1 to 1.5 hours it should be ready. That is the process of capacity augmentation we are trying to do. We are augmenting this entire system so that we will be able to provide world-class best services to the customer. Second important thing we have done is the diversification of cargo basket. Traditionally, Paradip Port concentrated only 2 cargoes, iron ore and coal. We were able to get enough cargoes. In fact, the Paradip Port has clocked for the last 4 years 9.5% CAGR against the Indian ports average of over 6%. Now, we have a huge container cargo available in and around Paradip. We have surveyed about 2 lakh TEUs are available every year. In fact, that container which is located in the Paradip fishing harbor goes all the way to Vizag for export. He is spending about 1 lakh rupees per container. If he is handling at Paradip, he spends only 10,000 rupees. That means the logistic cost of the particular exporter will come down substantially. He will pay the costs. So, we have at present a bed which is not exclusively for container bed, but the container liners are not interested to come to Paradip because normally you know that container business is dictated by container liners. So they come to Vizag, they go to Haldia, they don't visit us, they don't call us because they are getting anyhow the cargo they are originated from Paradip, anyhow they are getting to Vizag or Haldia, but the cost goes to the pocket of the exporter or importer. So this has been brought to the notice of government of Orissa. I must thank because in fact Orissa is the only maritime state which has provided this type of support to a major port. In fact, last 1.5 to 2 years, there has been DPA because we had a meeting of container language and people there, and MSM was there. We discussed in detail and for them to start an ecosystem. So they said 250 containers are required for becoming a call commercially viable. So initially we were not getting 250 containers for each call. So government of Orissa came forward and they were giving $200 for every empty slot which has gone in the call. As a result, within 6 months, MS, I must thank MS also, MS has come in this currently now. Within 6 months, so the containers which are handled in each call has gone up to 500, 600, even 1000 not being handled now. So no diesel was actually required to be practically. So last financial year, 24-25, in the history of Paradip, for the first time, we started exit containers. So that was amazing, and must thank the government of Orissa. Our year as well as my team also for having it. Third important thing which I just want to see in any port now, the most important thing is the smart infrastructure, the technological depth, without which the ports cannot run in the old ancient model systems. So the Paradip port is doing a big way to make it a smart port. We are developing an artificial intelligence based harbor management, which is in the very final stage of implementation. So we have developed in India for the first and most advanced vessel traffic management information system, which was developed by the Chennai solid state radar. There was no other port in India where solid state radar is there, because that actually captures even the movement of mammals in the seas up to 20 nautical miles. So that kind of system we are making. Thirdly, what we are trying to do is we are trying to achieve the low carbon logistics, the movement towards green port. So this is because today the digitalization and decarbonization are the two buzzwords every port has to go for, because which they cannot sustain for longer periods of years and this kind of time. So we are working, in fact, we have signed today itself an MOU with NDPC, where in Paradip, the first port, where we are going to develop 1 megawatt hydrogen production, where we will land free of cost to NDPC. There are all the buses which are playing inside the Paradip, within the Paradip. We will purchase buses around spending about 50 to 20 crores, green hydrogen powered fuel buses, and we will move all the buses in green hydrogen buses to start an ecosystem. And also by next year, by 26 April, the Paradip will become the first Indian port to have 1 million tree coverage. In the last 4 years, we could plant 4.5 lakh trees, and then we will be March, April will be completing 5 lakhs. So we totally will become 1 million tree coverage. And also you know that about the total ports, 3 ports were notified as the hydrogen hubs in India, out of which Paradip is one. And Paradip, the support of again government of Orissa, because you don't have land inside for giving land to production of green hydrogen. The government of Orissa will do in and around Paradip, because Paradip is the ideal location for green hydrogen production, because they get a fresh water from Mahanadi, the cost of desalination will not be there. So that's why we are having an exclusive green hydrogen terminal which handles export and bunkering of this. These are some of the areas we are working, and Paradip is becoming the East Coast engine which is going to drive economic development and growth of not only Orissa especially but entire East Coast in general. Thank you.